Hey everyone, you're with Tesla Tom. Thanks for joining us on Ludicrous feed. Some good news breaking overnight from Tesla. They've announced that in Europe, when the Model 3 is released, it'll be getting a CCS-2 plug in their Model 3 cars. It's fantastic news, and there's going to be an adapter as well for Model S and Model X. Also in Europe, they're going to be retrofitting their superchargers over there with CCS-2 plugs as well. That's fantastic news. That's a really big admission from Tesla. This will be the next step towards a unified charging plug. In other news as well, it looks like the Australian market will be having the same changes. They're going to be retrofitting our superchargers here in Australia, according to the Australian evtalk.com.au website. So retrofitting Australian superchargers and New Zealand superchargers as well with a CCS2 plug. And there will be an adapter as well for the CCS2 port for existing Model S and Model X cars. And it looks like our Model 3 cars coming out next year in Australia will also have CCS2 plugs as well. Why is that good news? Well, the CCS2 plug looks like that's going to be the standardized plug in Europe and probably Australia as well. It has a higher charging rate, which means we can get up to potentially 350 kilowatts for the Model 3 when it comes out in Australia. I'm not sure whether that will apply to retrospectively to Model S and Model X cars. We probably will still be capped at 120 kilowatts, but for the new Model 3s coming out next year, we might be looking at 350 kilowatt charging rates. And with the CCS2 plug and an adapter, it looks like Tesla cars will still be able to use not only supercharging stations, but we can also probably use the third-party stations like the Tritium stations, which is being rolled out by NRMA and also in Queensland on their super electric highway. So good news for Tesla owners in general in Europe and in Australia as well, getting a CCS2 port for new Model 3 cars and also an adapter for existing Model S and Model X drivers, as well as retrofitting supercharger stations for to be CCS2 compatible. So there'll be two plugs in the future, CCS2 plug and also a normal Type 2 plug. Alright guys, well that's great news for Tesla drivers, and that's a great move forward towards a unified charging plug, which can only advance the electric car movement. Thanks for watching guys, hopefully it's a lovely day wherever you are in this world, and as always, happy charging. Thanks for watching, and thanks for being part of the energy revolution. If you haven't done so already, be sure to hit subscribe to stay up to date with our latest videos. If you're about to buy a Tesla, use my promo code Thomas7208 to score 6 months of free supercharging. Happy charging!